Hi everyone, I will just try to do this video in English with my French English. I've done a little piece of paper to remember the different points. It's just to present me and how I begin to run. It was in 2012, I was 35 years old and I was married, 2 children, and I had a depression, and it was terrible for me, and I would like to find something more terrible than my depression. So for me it was running. It was awful, the idea of running, so I began to run, and 3 months later I do my first 10 kilometer. A friend of mine give me a place in this race, and then 2 months later I do my first trail from 19th kilometer, and I loved so much the race energy and the runners community. And then in 2014 I ran my first marathon. It was in Lausanne in Switzerland, and for my 40th birthday in 2015 I ran in New York, and it was fantastic, an experience of life. I was alone in New York with my suitcase, little Swiss girl in a big city, and I began to run. The only thing I do was going in a specialized runner's shop to buy shoes. I tested with the shop different shoes. It's very important to have shoes that fit really good at your feet and not that you find really well, because you have to run a lot of kilometers, so that's the best thing you have to buy. And then I've taken a training plan who was easy explained. I found it in a magazine, because for me a lot of training plans were too complicated, and I don't want to do university studies to understand a training plan, and it must for me running must be a pleasure and not something too hard for my brain. So it was perfect for me, and I ran 8 marathons so with this training plan. For the nutrition I read a lot of things, but the most important is to try and to hear your body, because each body is different. We are all different, the reactions are all different, and you have to try, you have time to try the different things before the race. And for me the important thing is really only do things you have tried before. You don't have to drink something during the race that you haven't drunk before. Never, never, never. For a stomach, really never. And so you won't have any problem. For the rest, the clothes, the gels, I have all tried during my trainings. I have always taken my drinks, my drinks in powder during my races, because when I run international races in the United States or in England too, for me in Switzerland I don't found the same drinks, so I take the powder in the bottle, and when I do the stops during the race I just put water on, and it's perfect for me. So That's my tip. And I met a lot of amazing people on Facebook, on another group when I run a little, or when I run a lot. And some of these people, I have met her in the real life. It was wonderful moments, and some of them I write very often. And I have a friend in Chicago that I met him during the race when we ran. It was a really nice moment, and we keep in touch a few years after. And for me, running community is a wonderful world, and I've lived, I don't know, to live, I don't know in English. I've lived a lot of amazing, wonderful human moments during the races, before the races, in the start moments, people that I never met again, but really short, rich human moments that are always in my heart, and that's very important for me. Then I ran a lot of races, half marathons, other races, and for the marathons I've run 2 times Paris, Boston 1 time, London 1 time, Berlin, Chicago, and so London will be my ninth marathon next year. But in 2020 I had a double pneumonia with the COVID, so it was very hard to run again. I do it, and then in 2021 I had myocarditis after the Moderna vaccine, so again hard to run again. And then last year I had a brain tumor that was operated in January, so it was a big story for me. 2 months in the hospital and a lot of things to do, to walk again, and but I'm here, and I begin to run again with all my heart, with all my life, with all my energy. And I will try to run, I think, with the method of Jeff Galloway. I've tried it again. For me it's very special because I don't have done it again yet, not again. For me, I have only run with the traditional method, that you run. But I think with my body that is injured, it will be a good idea to do it, and for take care of me and give me a lot of chances to do it the most safer as possible. So my goal is to finish the marathon in good safe, and this year I will run for the brain tumor charity. It's really important for me to do it. I've got a place in the ballot, so it's really my choice, and I'm really happy to be in this group, to read you and to write you, and I wish you all the best, and I'm happy to read you soon. See you. Kisses from Switzerland. Bye bye.